Hasta FanTV America. Welcome back. World Cup edition, episode 2. Oh my God.
What the heck? Oh my gosh. The games have been incredible. We haven't missed one. So many good games, yes. So many upsets.
Wow. Wow. That was a lot of games, a lot of good football. Now you could see your club players playing in the World Cup. Everybody's giving 100%.
Yes.
I mean, let's talk about Qatar and the preparation.
Beautiful stadium so far. Insane.
It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Wow. What about that one stadium built with all containers?
Oh my God, yes. 974. A very intelligent idea. And this stadium will be taken apart after the World Cup. Yes, it's amazing preparation. And again, I've never seen anything like that. And this will be, I think, the only World Cup that you can watch all 64 games.
Right.
And there is some people that are going to make that Guinness Book of Records.
Super jealous of them.
64 games you can watch them because
they're so close.
Exactly. The close proximity they have is unbelievable. But we're going to start right away, of course.
Jump in with the games.
In the opener, Qatar and Ecuador.
It was a decent game, yeah.
Listen. I'm just going to talk about, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. How many years has Qatar coach?
That's the messed up part.
You've been with them?
More time than any other team had to prepare, more time than any other team had together to, really gain that solidarity that matters. How did you come out the gate like that?
Yeah, and you are arranging the tournament, and it's been a lot of effort put. So, to be honest with you, not satisfied with the performance from the Qatar coach.
Based on what you had time, you had a lot of money to make this work.
That's right.
You even gave citizenship to people.
Exactly. Which, we don't mind. Anybody can play for anybody, but you had the team for a while. You had the most amount of time.
It's crazy.
As a team to prepare. Yet, you come out in front of Ecuador, Valencia stole.
And it sucks because of their coach. Because, imagine they had the coach from Saudi Arabia instead.
He's unbelievable.
That game was incredible.
Yep.
Argentina, Saudi Arabia.
And we all saw, and because of Renault, they won. Because of the coach.
Oh my gosh.
Again,
he gave this speech before the game, and
wow,
it would have made anybody pumped.
Yeah.
It would have made anybody go out and do what they did.
It was all over social media, Facebook. If you didn't see it, go see it.
Coach and a half.
He gave that speech that motivated the heck out of these players that actually in Arabic they translated into...
Even the translator was motivated.
Yeah.
We're
going to eat the grass. You're going to make you eat the grass for your team. And they did that. They come out in front of Argentina.
They fought.
Most everybody expected Argentina and Lionel Messi to win this game. But we saw the spirit from the Saudi players. They're across the border, so it felt like a home game for them. And the stadiums were full of Saudi Arabians. And you know what? That's the beauty of the game. Anyone can beat anyone
at any time. Yeah, no matter what the group looked like. Oh, no, it's scary because you have all these good teams. It doesn't matter. Anybody can win anytime. You're right.
Heart is what wins.
That game was... To start us off was incredible. They were playing well. So many surprises. You know who's on the teams, and you're excited to see them play. But we didn't expect, for example, Cameroon to come out and play such fast,
beautiful football. Beautiful. Listen, Granit Xhaka, he is the captain for Switzerland, and he did a fantastic job, box to box, box to box, box to box.
Motivated his team.
And ended up a born Cameroonian that scored the goal.
It's crazy. That's why he didn't really celebrate.
He didn't celebrate. Hey, listen, that was his choice. But at the end of the day, Switzerland was able to grab the 2 points to climb at the top of the group. That's a tough group. They have Serbia and Brazil next. So, and then we're going to go to the Serbian and Brazil game. And oh my God. Not just because of the goals, the energy that Brazil puts behind it. The energy that puts it behind it. But real quick.
The beautiful football they play, yeah.
Absolutely. From the highlights of this Brazil-Serbia game, of course, the Serbian came out and played their heart. I mean, what a game they played. But Neymar got hurt again. We've seen him World Cup in and out. He gets hurt. Unlucky for Neymar, unlucky for Brazil. He's going to watch the next 2 games versus Switzerland and Cameroon on the bench. His foot is swollen pretty big. I saw it earlier today.
That's what happens when you're the type of player he is, though. People are going to
be
stepping on you. It's annoying, And
I agree with you.
The rest have to give it more because he's so good. People are always going to try and challenge him like that, as long as he keeps the ball. If he passes and moves, it's a lot harder for that to happen.
Totally agree with you. Let's finish Group A real quick. Senegal played the Netherlands. I thought Senegal played a good game.
I agree. I was surprised to see.
Without Mane, they did really good.
Yes.
They still have a lot of names.
They really had a lot of heart, even without Mane.
Absolutely.
Yeah, imagine if they had him, though. It would have really...
I also think Senegal's going to win their next game.
Oh, okay.
Don't write them off yet. They're a strong team. Lots of experience. Premier League, French. They have lots of experience.
And Mane has no chance of coming back?
Well, Mane is done. He was operated on a couple of days ago, so he already went and undergone the operation. So unfortunately, he's not going to play for Senegal. But they come out and they played a good game. Unfortunately, lost 2-0 for the Netherlands.
Right.
And now we go to Group B.
Group B, USA, Wales. Very disappointing. So disappointing.
I don't know what to say, but we should not be that cautious. It's a World Cup. Number one.
Come to play. Come to want it and take it.
It's not one player. It's not one player that's going to win us the World Cup. It's the whole entire team and the movement of the team. And listen, I think the United States, players-wise, did the best they could on the field. Mm-hmm. I saw heart. I saw players going at it. That was nice. And that was very good.
Yeah.
But the manager is lacking the winning vision.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's easy to draw a game in the World Cup. And it's easy to sort of, absorb that energy from your opponent. But it's not that easy when you're trying to match the energy and raise it and take it to the next level and get a win. That's what the USA needed to do.
That's what they needed to do because Wales was giving it to them.
Yeah, and Gareth Bale
was not playing.
Older already.
He was done.
Why are we intimidated by
They should not have been, you're right. Yeah. Because Wales really was not playing together at all. It was like Ramsey would go. Bale will go. They would go, and then that's it. What?
I think the best player for me or man of the match was our beloved Matt Turner, Arsenal.
Oh my God. Man of the match.
Yeah, he was on point. You could see his football. You could see his movement. You could see, he's guarding his net cleverly. He's talking to his defense. Very well educated. Why. Very impressive. I was impressed by Matt.
Me too.
Very much. But hey, listen, it is what it is. 0-0, that was not what I expected. I'll tell you why. Because you're going to play England next.
Yeah.
And England is not going to be easy. Hey, we might get a point. We might not. But we're going to play Iran. So if you went and draw with England, you're not going to beat England. But if you get a point with England, that's 2 points now. And now you lose to Iran, you're out. Hopefully, second and third games will be better for the United States. Game plan going in the game and exactly telling players, like you always say, what to do, what to expect.
Yeah, you really have to give it to them specifically how they're going to beat each team because you know in advance who you're playing and you know what style of football they're playing. They come out and do it. So, yeah, I agree. I hope he gets his game plan together and the team can pull together, but I don't have much hope.
Hopefully. Well, the other game in Group B was England-Iran, and England thrashed Iran 6-2. What a game that was. But it was, emotional game for the Persian players.
This is the World Cup. I mean, how many years have you been
waiting?
Yeah, so really, it's not easy. It's not. It's easier said than done.
It's easier said, absolutely. So that game was 6-2 by England. I don't know if England played the best their football, but again, they were lucky enough going forward, scored 6 goals. But the Iranians were not giving up, and they scored 2 goals.
And they were really happy with those 2 goals too. You see, it meant a lot to the fans. Like it didn't matter.
Absolutely. Anyways, that was Group B, and now Group C, and we touched on the Saudi Arabia game with Argentina. Of course, that was the highlight. To me, that was the highlight of
so far
of match day 1, basically, which is the first match for every team in all 8 groups.
And we watched them all because they were so good. Like, what?
Exactly. So that was the game. And we talked about it earlier, how Saudi Arabia came in and beat Argentina. After that penalty that Messi put away, they come in on the second half after an amazing speech. But their coach, he motivates me when I hear it.
And then their captain went and gave another speech that really helped. Yeah.
Because he said the coach's job is done. Now it's us on the field. Player on player. Don't give Messi room.
Don't give him.
If you give him room, he'll score.
Yeah, and I'm going to keep talking, but you may not hear me from the 80,000 fans.
Exactly.
So talk to yourself.
Exactly. Tell yourself, talk to yourself. Their captain's very talkative, but nobody can hear him, of course.
So that was a great start to Group C. They really killed it. But also, next we went to Mexico, Poland.
Yeah.
And I think it kind of went the way we expected, Poland.
But I wouldn't expect Lewandowski to miss a penalty again. What is he doing? I don't want to go into specifics,
I don't know,
but Poland should have won that game because they played better than Mexico.
Yeah.
However, Mexico got Argentina next, so watch that game. It's going to be
yes,
very,
it's
very
always
good.
like some kind of derby for them. Like they
Yep.
take it personal. You're
And
right.
then Poland will take on Saudi Arabia. So that was Group C. And now Saudi Arabia is sitting on the top of that group with 3 points.
Right.
Go next to Group D.
Denmark, Tunisia to start with.
It was an okay game. 0-0. I don't like 0-0 game. You go
I
in
don't
cautious
either.
like that.
I don't either.
But I think, listen, first and foremost, maybe you can give credit to Tunisia.
I agree. A
But
draw
not to
for them
Denmark.
is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Holding them.
0-0. Next in that group, Group D.
France and Australia were really strong.
They were strong.
Surprising.
They made me feel for a second there because they just beat
I
France
know,
not
right?
too long ago.
Yeah.
That they can beat France. The beginning of the game, they were very, very good.
Strong.
But the French, their midfield, listen, they have great players. And then Mbappe by himself is a player.
And Giroud by himself is someone who holds stuff. It was really cool.
This game ended 4-1, and Giroud was able to score, and now he has 51.
Woo, good
he's
for
tied
him.
51 goals for France. He's tied with Thierry Henry, but he still
The
have
man
games
himself.
to come, so he may break that record.
Whoa.
But Olivier Giroud, again, another level. You have to stop and talk about him. Nobody gives him enough credit.
I think you're right.
For
They
France,
don't.
for
Yes.
and to be that good. No, he did great. France ended up winning 4-1. That game was a good game.
Great
if you
game.
didn't watch it, go back and watch it. And next we go to
Group E. Germany and Japan was exciting because these Japanese players were for real.
Listen, Japan for World Cup.
I mean,
I'm
it's
telling
crazy.
you.
It's crazy.
I
they
personally-
play with so much heart.
There you go. I personally think that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Anybody that plays with that much heart
Whoa.
is who's gonna win the world.
And-
And they go down one goal
Yes.
first, and that's a penalty.
And they don't let them get themselves down or
I blame the loss on the German coach. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree too. But I was going to say, it's not just the team that we love, it's the people who came from Japan to support their team and the way they are.
You have to talk about that.
We have to talk about that.
They cleaned the stadium,
Come on.
not their section
What?
only. After they're done, they cleaned the whole entire stadium.
Their section's all neat.
And the
Everything's neat.
players.
In the dressing room.
Nobody leaves the dressing rooms
Yeah, like
organized
that?
like that. It was, and they wrote a thank you letter also. These people, they teach everyone respect.
And kindness.
And respect
It's really
is
cool.
what everyone
It
should
should
be
be, yeah.
about. I respect the Japanese team, and I wish them very much luck. They did come out and showed us and showed the world also that they can play football with our Tomiyasu.
Wow,
They
he
beat
came on.
Germany 2-1.
And it's not something I expected because I really
No one expected
I really
it.
championed Germany to go hard, and
Yeah, now Germany is in a trouble.
now they're in trouble.
They're playing Spain
I never
next.
would have imagined that.
Yeah, Spain
My
win or
mind's
go home.
blown.
They're
Yes!
win or go home.
What?
You can't. And then we go to Spain, Costa Rica. That's the same group next.
Yeah.
And Spain took on Costa Rica that didn't come to play football at the World Cup. The one and only team that I was really surprised that they didn't show up. They showed up on the field, but now only in shirts. They didn't play football, and they got beaten 7-0 by Spain. Hey, listen, I know Spain sometimes play exquisite football.
Yeah, they really
But that was not it. That was Costa Rica.
didn't show
Sort
up.
of like, oh my God, where are we? Wake up, it's the game. It's the World Cup opener. You get beat 7-0.
you should know where you are. You fought hard to get there. How
And I also salute the Costa Rican fans, still in good spirit, still supporting the
Aw,
team.
I love to see
the
that.
whole entire game. But Spain at the end, 7-0. 3 points for Spain
I hate to
and
see
3
that.
points for Japan. Germany 0 and Costa Rica 0.
Woo! Crazy group. Crazy.
Crazy.
Okay, so then we go to F.
And we start by Morocco,
And
Croatia.
Croatia. And we say we don't like 0-0 games.
But that's a game.
whoa.
Wow. Whoa. They were, listen, every
I
team
was
was very
surprised,
close.
yeah.
Every team was very close. I mean, listen, you have to really give it up to the Moroccans holding on, the team that went all the way to the semifinal last World
God.
Cup, which is Croatia, captained by
so
Luka Modric
close.
from Real
And they
Madrid.
played like...
It's unbelievable football they played, both teams. But the Ashraf Hakimi Mazraoui
Yeah.
on right and left, and unfortunately Mazraoui got hurt, the left back.
That's a
Hopefully he's okay to
shame.
play the next game, but they were lethal till he went out. I don't know. Morocco changed a little bit. I thought also, I spoke to some Moroccan fans. They said that they were afraid or they feared or they just sat back more. They should have been
They should
more
have been.
attacked.
And this was the time for Morocco to win because the weird thing about Croatia, as strong and good as they were, is that Luka was so far back so many times. Like,
yes.
often I see him
all the
in the
back.
defense.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have to go that far. This
That's
guy
right.
who's supposed to be your midfield connection.
That's right.
So that might have been their time, because when else are you going to have Luka not playing in his position?
That's right. So that was a 0-0 game that we actually wanted to talk about because it was really...
It was good.
It was great football. I loved it. I loved how everybody...
Belgium, Canada.
Belgium, Canada. Okay, so...
What do you want to tell me?
How can Davies lose that penalty? Number one, when you go that casual in a World Cup...
That's the thing. If you really gave it your focus and your heart and you missed, okay. But casual, it's like an insult. It's like... How could you come here and be casual?
I thought the Canadian backline was exceptional.
They were.
They played till they couldn't. It was a great performance by Canada. I really wanted to see Canada win this game. Unfortunately, it didn't happen for them. They missed a penalty by their greatest player, Davies, and that was not cool.
And then Belgium picked up on that opportunity, took one for themselves. So 1-0, it ended.
Belgium capitalized.
Yeah, a lot of these games had one chance, two chances, and that's what won it. They capitalized on it. They had that one shot, and that's what won it.
I thought Canada deserved to win that game, maybe. I don't know. But they didn't, and then Belgium won. So now Belgium sits on top of that very group with 3 points. 1 point for Morocco, 1 point for Croatia.
Belgium's got 3.
And then 0 and bottom of the group for Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, tough for Canada, but hey, hopefully next game they'll be okay.
So we have Group G next.
Group G next, and listen, I want to talk. We talked about Switzerland, and we touched a little bit on Brazil. But to me, Switzerland, they're making themselves someone who you need to fear.
Contend against, they're
it's now a contender for the World Cup.
That's interesting.
And you know what? They're playing good football, collective football.
Collective, that's what matters.
Somers, the Granit Xhaka, captain, Shaqiri even is playing really well. In the front, they're driving on all cylinders.
That's
and
what
they're
you love
going
to
forward.
see. That's
absolutely.
So
they have a little bit of depth also in their squad. So Switzerland took on Cameroon, and they beat them 2-0. Cameroon, I think, is the fastest team on the planet. They have great players. They tried the best they could, but it didn't happen for them. Again, bad substitution for Cameroon. The second half caused them to lose 2-0 versus Switzerland. Now, the next game was Brazil-Serbia. Oh, my God. The Serbian was strong, but again, as we said, Serbia lost in this game 2-0. Neymar, big loss for Brazil, gets out. So now in that group, Brazil and Switzerland equal points, 6 points each. Cameroon have 0, and Serbia has 0.
0. And if you haven't seen the game, which is silly, I'm sure you all have, but go back and watch it, because that goal by Richarlison is going to be talked about for
of course
the rest of the time.
I don't like him because he's a Tottenham player, so we don't discuss him here a lot.
but this goal was
sitting up like that and turning around and shooting it. Of course, 2 goals by him. He steals good goals. Look,
he steals good goals.
If you have Casemiro and Luka Paqueta and you have Rafinha and you have Neymar and everybody's passing to you, 1-2.
You better do something.
The Brazilians are really playing the samba, and in my eyes also, it's not just going forward, but looking at the back line of Brazil, where you have Marquinhos sitting next to Thiago Silva on the left.
Captain.
On the left side, there is Alexandro going forward, and on the other side, the right back is Danilo. Those 4 are exquisite, sitting Casemiro in front of him and Luka Paqueta. It's an unbelievable, team going just from back to back. So, again, I stick with Brazil going all the way, and again, they showed us why. But let's see what happened for them in their next game.
Okay,
and
so
next,
Group H.
Of course, Cristiano Ronaldo, Portugal, they took on Ghana. I felt so bad for Ghana and Thomas Partey.
I did too.
I mean, listen, they played so well, held on into that game. Cristiano Ronaldo first gets a penalty. Listen, let's talk about this for a little bit.
Yeah.
That was not a penalty. That was not a penalty. If that was
so
an opposite thing, the ref wouldn't give it. That was not a penalty. Cristiano, I'm sorry. I'm not saying he dives.
He dives because he knows if he doesn't do that, then he doesn't get the call.
Right, but
he
this
does
was
get fouled.
But that was a dive.
That was extreme, yeah.
That was a dive, and that was not a penalty. Scores the first penalty, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then from there, the game transformed into maybe the best game so far.
It was intense. It was like back and
forth. One goal here, one goal here, one goal here, one goal here. But at the end, Portugal won with that unjust penalty.
I'd say so, yeah, because otherwise it would have been 2-2.
Yeah.
So they won 3-2. They're
3-2, and they're
sitting
top
at
of
their group.
Yep. So we move next to the same exact group, Uruguay.
South Korea.
I don't know. That game was like it sounds. Uruguay and South Korea.
Yeah, it ended up 0-0. And the first games on the first day were exciting and amazing. And
absolutely. Next day,
yeah. 2 in the morning, we're up.
Listen, here's the beauty of it. I don't know if I imagined watching so many games.
No, I don't think it's ever happened.
Managing to watch so many games, but I want more. It's not like I'm bored. No, I want more. And more is to come. 4 games a day.
Second day already.
The second wave is coming.
And it's here.
Yep,
okay.
and it's here. So that was match day 1. Conclusion for you. All games in all groups. We'll be back after match day 2. And we'll tell you who is going to win this World Cup. Because it looks like there's a lot of surprises. Thank you for being on the show.
More to come.
Yep, more to come, that's for sure. Tune to Arsenal Fan TV America, and we will give you all the updates from the World Cup next. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.